There's the tent all completed, and there's our address right on the front of it. And I thought we'd take a little walk through the inside and give you an idea of what it looks like in there. These are the zipper doors that they use to enclose the place. So we'll head on in, but before we do, because of the wonderful conditions in there, we'll put our dust mask on and you'll see why. Ground level. All the bottom work goes on. They've got a lot of the bottom sand at a good point. And you can notice it's a little dusty back there, but it'll get worse. There's actually 6 levels inside here. Go up here and start on the first one, which is the hull. As we go around, you'll notice this purple coating that's on the boat. That's an indicator coat that's wiped on there so that when they sand, it goes away. That way they can tell where they have been and where they haven't. Otherwise, on the white paint, it's almost impossible to tell where you've sanded. They've got the water line set up because we're dropping it. The old water line ended right there. We're going to drop it down 2 inches to here to make it wider, and then put a gold stripe down the middle of it. But you'll see that all of these levels that we walk around connect so that you can walk around the entire boat at any level. Around the bow and down the other side. We'll go back and go up one more. Okay, we'll head up the second level. And this is the top of the hull and the beginning of the main deck. Here you can see the windows all protected, and the overhead getting ready for sanding. We removed the sail track that used to be up there so that it'll be nice and clean. And the hardware is all taped, but these are the rings that used to be down there. They were not taken off the last time the boat was painted. We've tried to remove all the hardware we can, including the doors there into the salon. And that's where the ladder would be that went up to the bridge deck. And you can see that we've taken the rub rail off so that we can paint underneath of it. And there's the master stateroom. And we turn around and head here towards the back of the boat. We'll get down here towards the main aft deck. These areas here are where all the heavy cracks were repaired. Gates have been removed. Handrails have been removed. And the overhead's ready to be sanded too. All the light holes and speaker holes have been taped up. And the scaffold is set up here in the back so that every area of the boat can be reached. We'll see a little more of that as we go up top. Okay, we're coming up to the third level now. This is where most of the work is going on right at this time. This is the bridge area. Coming past the bridge wing. Pile house doors missing. And there you can see them blowing off some of the sanding dust. Which is why when we say you need a mask, you need a mask. And if you wonder how much dust there really is, you take a look at that little seam right there. That's how much dust there is. Here you can see how the guide coat works. You can easily tell where he's hit and where he's missed. Once it's all white, it's sanded. So it goes from looking like this to looking like that. In case you missed the first one, here's another look at the dust. Lovely, isn't it? Although most of the sanding is done by machine, the details have to be done by hand. So these guys get all the little edges. And down the back of the boat to the boat deck. Boat deck, that's where the davit used to be. It's getting all filled in now, it'll be covered over. And there you can see the doors removed, the grills removed, and the scaffolding set up back here to work its way all the way up to the mast. Here's a great example of how this sanding guide works. Down here on the lower end where they haven't sanded yet, but as you look up, this is the upper decks where they have been sanding. So you can see that's all done except for the handwork. Right there on the corners and up there in the joints. They still have to get that done. And that has to be done by hand, which is what they come back and do. And they do all that handwork until every little bit of trace of blue is gone. Anything that you miss sanding will result in peeling paint. So this is the most important process. And there were a lot of areas where there was cracking on the boat, and we had fiberglass work done before the bodywork gets done. Now, fiberglass work has all been redone, and now they're coming back with fairing and primers to smooth it out before getting the final paint. Let's go up to the 4th level. We are now up on the bridge deck, and there you can see the sanding up here. Pretty well done. These are all areas where repairs were made. Looking out over the bow. There's where the horn used to be. And scaffolding. Now there's the back of the bridge overhang. That's where that big panel used to be. It was supposed to be a sunshade. And you can see it's all secured, sealed in, and faired in now. We can walk across the back of the boat here to go up another level. Now we're up above the fly bridge deck, and for some perspective, that's the boat next to us, and there's the ground down there. We're about 56 feet up in the air right now. So I'm standing up here now on the level of the radar arch. The top of the arch right there. And there's the top of the mast. They lay out the scaffolding very carefully so that every inch of the boat can be reached by the painters. And the grand scheme of things as they stand now. There's where the ladder would normally be up to the bridge deck. And we'll take a walk down the main deck here. And you can see the lights are removed, but so is that sail track that used to be down the side. That's all gone. The handrails are removed. The cable's removed. All the doors are off.